As more and more people are becoming aware of where their food is coming from, terms like local foods, food hubs, food sheds, urban agriculture, and metropolitan food systems are cropping up. Why is this? Well, part of it is whether you live in a rural community or an urban setting, people want to get back to their agricultural roots that many of us arose from. People are concerned about where their food comes from, who is growing their food, and how their food is grown. With this change in awareness comes opportunity for the food producer. Currently here in Nebraska, when you go to your neighborhood or community's farmers market, CSA, or other purveyor of locally produced food, you can find a good assortment of vegetables and meats. Missing is locally produced fruits. Here is an opportunity knocking on the door. So the question is, if we are not seeing much locally produced fruit, can we grow good fruit here in Nebraska? The answer is absolutely yes. Nebraska was well known for its fruit production in the late 1800s and right up into the late 1930s. As the pioneers moved west, they brought with them the fruits and vegetables that their heritage embraced. When they arrived at Brownville, Nebraska, in the southeast corner of the state, many chose to settle in this area. The area had rich, fertile soil that was perfect for agriculture. They built their cabins, planted their vegetable seeds in their gardens, and plotted out the orchards and vineyards where they would plant the trees and vines that they gingerly brought with them on their trek across miles of wilderness, hoping to build a new life in the West. As farmsteads cropped up and became established, family-sized orchards and small fruits were planted to provide fresh fruits and fruits for canning to be used during the winter months to keep their families healthy. Eventually, larger orchards were planted along the Missouri River Valley and other locations throughout the state. A fruit industry was born. So what kind of fruit can we grow here in Nebraska? Well, that depends on the part of the state that you are in. Apples, peaches, apricots, plums, tart cherries, pears, Asian pears, quince, persimmons, pawpaws, brambles such as raspberries, blackberries, and boysenberries, strawberries, honeyberries, Saskatoon berries, aronia, grapes, and yes, even blueberries, and I'm sure that I'm missing a few. With this long list of potential crops, there is something for every part of the state. So what business opportunities are there out there if you want to grow fruit? Well, of course, there is selling it fresh, selling it through the farmers markets. Currently, there are over 60 farmers markets registered with the Nebraska Department of Agriculture and many others that are not. These farmers markets can be found throughout the state and would welcome fresh fruit vendors. CSAs, or community-supported agriculture, sometimes loosely referred to as subscriptions for locally produced foods, can also be found. There are a number of CSAs found throughout the state, with the largest concentration being located near the metropolitan areas, but smaller communities also have local producers that offer subscriptions for the food they produce. Many local grocers, as well as larger chains, are actively trying to increase the number of locally produced products that they offer. This includes fruits and the products that can be made from them. One of the newest trends in the restaurant industry is using local foods on the menu and promoting it as such. High-quality, locally produced fruit would make an excellent addition to any menu. So are there other opportunities to sell the products of your toils beyond selling it fresh from the field? Well, yes, there is. Selling products made from the fruit you grow. Jams, jellies, syrups, juice, and other products that include your fruit. There is more investment of time and equipment when you go this route, but you're adding value to your fruit and increasing what it is worth. There may be opportunities to work with a winery interested in developing a wine based on the fruit that you grow, such as raspberries and blackberries, to name two. It may be just to simply sell the fresh juice. When was the last time you tasted fresh pressed grape juice? It is delicious. Another possibility is creating baked goods using the fruit in muffins, cookies, and breads. Do you have a recipe that includes fruit that everyone raves about? Develop that recipe into a product. The Food Processing Center at the University of Nebraska can take you through the process of developing that recipe into a product that you can sell. As the 2013 growing season comes to an end, it is time to plan for 2014. Consider planting one or more of the many types of fruit that we can grow here in Nebraska. Investigate the type, varieties, growing requirements, and finally plan on how you want to market it. You may be surprised to find out how many people love gooseberry pie or currant jelly.